Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. Well, I had a lot of you that was asking about the wildfires and things, and we finally was able to get enough information to give you on what's going on. And so we're just going to go ahead and jump right on into it. The band of rain that scattered the thunderstorms through western North Carolina and upstate South Carolina on March 31 helped slow the fire drastically, allowing the firefighters to increase containment along several of the large fires. They continued through April 1st and through April 2nd, and they was able to navigate all the slick and slippery conditions from Monday's heavy rains. There was about 1.5 inches of rain in some locations that fell, and this was giving the firefighters a real time trying to navigate and get this equipment through all this old ash mud, and it made it for very slick conditions. The Table Rock Complex fires in Pickens and Greenville counties in South Carolina, the Black Cove Complex in Polk and Henderson, and the Rattlesnake Branch fire in Haywood County, and then you have the Alarka fire in Swain County. Those were the big ones that everybody is focused on. Now the federal firefighters, they've prepped everything, and they're getting ready to hand it over to the Swain County fire and off to the state. It has held steady since Monday and is still burning now at 1,515 acres with a 62% containment. And this is according to the emergency management in Swain County. The firefighters are continuing to clean up and removing equipment that will no longer be used or needed to fight this fire. The fire crews, they're going to continue to patrol. They'll up and along the perimeter in preparation to return the management of the fire to the North Carolina State Fire officials. The Southern Area Gray Incident Management Team took command of the fire on March the 28th, 3 days after it first ignited, and this cause is still under investigation. Weather permitting, they're planning on launching a drone that will conduct infrared technology mapping activity along the fire perimeter beginning on April the 1st. There are no evacuation orders in place at this time. The rain continued to benefit firefighting efforts according to South Carolina Forestry Commission's on April the 1st, and they, like I said, they received nearly 1.5 inches of rain on that particular fire over the past few days. The firefighters patrolled the fires. They went in and tried to work on the hotspots between the breaks during the rain. Cruz also used the drone to map those hotspots out, particularly on the fire's north end in Transylvania County, and that's in North Carolina. That technology allows firefighters to focus on the remaining heat and get that area taken care of so they can secure the perimeter and make an advancement on the fire. They feel confident that they can build the containment lines, mop up the heat, and secure the fire's edge. The Table Rock fire was declared the largest mountain wildfire in South Carolina's history, and it surpassed the other fire that they had in 2016, the Pinnacle Mountain Fire. There's still a burn ban on for those 5 counties in South Carolina, and the other 41 counties in South Carolina, it has been lifted. The Polk County fires, now these are the fires that are near Pastor Tim, about 8 nautical miles away. They're not too far from Chris Wataka Ministry there at Dana, North Carolina. And if any of you have ever seen anything to Pastor Tim, you know they use that P.O. box there in Dana, which is about 3-4 miles from the church at most. And that fire covers and is about 8 miles to 5 miles from that location. The wet conditions and rain for the Black Cove complex was able to strengthen containment around the fire. This is coming from the North Carolina Forestry Service. And slick and slippery conditions also at this fire are on the firefighters' minds because of the Cruz is hard to get up and down the hills. They're focusing on suppression repair efforts to prevent the accelerated erosion due to those heavy rains. The Black Cove fire, 3,502 acres, 93% contained. The Deep Woods fire, 3,969 acres, 60% contained. And the Fishhook fire, 199 acres, 100% contained. They have lifted the state of emergency in Henderson County effective 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Wildfires that originated in Polk County. The county-wide burn ban remains in effect. They're reporting no fire movement at Rattlesnake Branch Fire. It continues to burn on private land near the Cruz community and the Shining Rock Wilderness area. This is the Pisgah National Forest, Haywood County. It has spread since it was ignited on the 26th of March, and the cause remains under investigation. The fire efforts have brought a slight increase to containment, and it is 24% contained. This was as of 11 p.m. April 1. The fire is approximately 1,865 acres with 160 personnel working the fire. There was no movement yesterday as far as the fire making any advancements. The rainfall amounts in this area range from 0.3 to 0.6 of an inch, with higher amounts in the western part of the fire. They have held containment. They patrolled the hotspots and mopped up along US 276, Crawford Creek, and Cold Creek. They also continued structure protection in these areas. No heat or hotspots were detected around any structures in the Cruz area. They focused on structure protection in Barnett Cove Road area as well. They've mapped old roads and trails that could potentially serve as fire containment lines. That's if the fire was to spread west or northwest near the Shining Rock Wilderness area. They included securing the fire's edge around power lines, private property in Crusoe, in Crawford Creek, Rattlesnake Branch Road, and they're going to be holding and monitoring the fire lines and mopping up any hot spots that they may find. In the Barnett Cove area, they will extend the fire containment lines to protect private properties. While they're trying to get the fire suppressed, the crews are doing everything possible to protect the wilderness areas and not cause any further harm. Firefighters are using chainsaws, leaf blowers, bucket water drops from the helicopters in the wilderness areas because it's so hard on the terrain to get the bulldozers in. They expect minimal fire activity due to the recent rains. Fire movement is unlikely until more drying occurs. They do have a lot of heat retained in some large logs and dead trees which may begin to come back to life. The Pisgah National Forest has issued a closure of the Shining Rock Wilderness area to protect the public from the wildfire while the firefighting operations continue. The closure includes National Forest System land between US 276 and NC 215 north of the Blue Ridge Parkway between milepost 405 and 420. And that is the updates that we have currently. So I wanted to get those to you. I appreciate you joining us this evening on Deep River Farm, and remind you that the B-Log is having their seed swap on April the 5th. Midway and Central had a lot of packages and seeds that came in, And Holly, we appreciate her tremendously. She's been building the registries for Midway and Central and all of the relief centers that need her all up and down the western North Carolina. And she's gonna make a run up Saturday just to go to the seed swap at B-Log. And she's also gonna go to Cry, as well as to see Colton and Cody, as well as to go see Amy and stuff at the Christ Baptist Church in Spruce Pine. So folks, keep Holly in your prayers as she travels up Saturday morning with her and her daughter, and pray for their safe travels. And we sure do appreciate you supporting us here on Deep River Farm, Operation Mountain Relief, through the Bethel Wesleyan Church, Midway Wesleyan Church, Central Global Methodist Church, and the First Baptist Church of Denton for Project Santa. Thanks a lot, folks, and have a blessed evening.